Yo guys, how's it going? We are back for another episode of our Leicester career mode, where today we are against Nottingham Forest, against the rivals, and then the second game of the episode we have Fulham. So episode where we realistically should be picking up some points. Obviously you can see Nottingham Forest in 19th, Fulham in 16th, so realistically we should be picking up some points today. And let's get straight into the press conference and we'll see what happens in this first game. And here we are. It says, can your boys still qualify? Hell to the no, but I'll just have to go with that, because there isn't a chance of us qualifying now, being as we're in 18th at the moment. But are your boys ready for the game? We'll play the game, not the occasion. Let's go with that. And then finally, why has the team been struggling? I have to take some of the blame. Let's go with that. And here we are, boys, in the streets of Nottingham. As you can see here, the fans strolling into the stadium, just waiting to get underway. But little do they know, the Foxes have come to burn down the Forest. Let's get it. Come on. He can try and get a run off of Dakar. I was hoping for there, but not quite working out for us. Soyuncu out wide to Thomas. And I will play it inside. That's a nice ball. It's now with Iosi Perez. Has the chance, and it's not the worst of effort at goal. And Ndidi with the ball switches it very nicely out wide to Ricardo Pereira, but can't beat his man in Richards. So now they have the chance to come forward again. Do Forest? Can they get themselves into the box? At the moment, Faye's doing well. As I say that is tragic by Dennis. He should be putting that at least on target, if not into the back of the net. Right, we'll slide this one through to Patson Dakar. I think it might be his first touch on the ball so far in this game, to be honest. Soyuncu getting close down, but plays the ball off well to Thomas. We'll slide it through, and now back onto the wing to Iosi Perez again, who is open again, and he takes the shot to the near post, but it is saved by the keeper. But Perez getting in some decent positions so far. Right, Hall to whip the corner in. Good cross, good header, and it's tipped over the bar. I think it was Madison on the end of that one. It was, but it's not quite worked out. Them on the wing, here we go. We can play this back inside now. Not quite worked out. It's with Dennis again. Don't know why it switched my player to Ndidi, but here we go. They are attacking down this right-hand side. Well, their right-hand side. Thomas does well to pull back Aurier. And now it's with Dennis again. Soyuncu trying his best to defend. And it's a perfectly placed finish there from Dennis. We're 1-0 down. And it doesn't matter what we're doing at the minute. With this side, it's just not happening for us. We cannot get anything going, and Dennis has put the ball into the back of the net. It's a very, very nice finish in the end, but that is tragic keeping, actually. Iverson should be doing 10 times better there. But Madison underway, trying to get himself moving forward, is doing so, trying to use whatever pace he's got. Can try and whip a ball in. It's a beautiful cross, and still Patson Dakar cannot get the ball into the back of the net. Big tackle. Here we go. Another chance. Madison. It was a poor touch to start with, and somehow the man that you'd expect to be putting that into the back of the net all day long puts it wide. Final corner or final piece of action for the half. This will be for Forest to whip the ball in. It's a good cross, but a good save by Iverson. But that is how we are going to end the first half. 1-0 down against the rivals, against Forest. It's not the way we wanted this game to be going at all. Aurier is the man trying to take on Thomas, but honestly, Thomas has absolutely dominated him so far today. Perez has done well to turn his man. In fact, he has done very well to turn his man as he's charging now towards the defence. Knocks it beyond his man, plays the shot, and it's straight at the keeper. The only man that's looked convincing in trying to score today. Dewsbury Hall overhits that one a little bit, but it's Ndidi not quite working out. We'll spread it back out wide for Dewsbury Hall to maybe dink it back into the centre. It's a good cross, and Dakar again, the second header he's had at goal, saved by the keeper. Now Madison to whip it in from the opposite corner. Good cross again, and this time is blocked off the line into some space and still saved by the keeper. Ball played long upfield. Good header from, I'm not sure who that was actually in the centre. Ricardo plays the ball now to Maddison. We've looked a lot more threatening in this second half, that's 100% sure. But Daka trying to work some space. It's with Ricardo back into the centre to Daka. And now we get ourselves back level with a beautiful finish there from Patson Daka. Absolutely wonderful finish. As you've seen there, straight on a knife point there, or from Ricardo Pereira, just dinks it into the centre. He carried on his run and a volley into the far corner. Bit like the Vardy goal that we scored a couple of games ago, or it might have been in the last game to be fair, from what I can remember. But we're into the lead. Well, we're back level, boys. After what I thought that we'd never do, Patson Daka buries one. And let's hope that he can put in a decent defensive performance from centre mid today. It's played back and there is so much space, so much time for Aurier, and he's still going Aurier, and it's a good save by Iverson. Soyuncu does well to play that off to Thomas, but Thomas has lost the ball now. It's now with Gibbs White, who can try and get himself moving forward, and is getting himself moving forward. Don't know why Soyuncu pulled off of that challenge, but it's in, it's blocked, it's coming back inside, it's another block, and another chance, and it's another save. So many chances there for Forest to get themselves back in the lead, but we've got away with it. Right, corner for Forest, played short, good block from Maddison. It's now come to the edge of the box. So many lads on the edge of the box, but it doesn't matter. They've played the ball in again, and oh my god, how? Dennis again putting his ball into the back of the net. Iverson again defending wise, that wasn't really his fault, but why is Soyuncu not getting him filling that gap? Same as FaZe. It's poor defensive play again. Soyuncu just miles off the mark, and he finds that bottom corner. And somehow we're 2-1 down again. Shouldn't have ended up in the back of the net. And they're just, see this kind of thing. And that's the point when you can tell it's not going to be your day. When you're making challenges and they're just taking the ball straight back, or you're not able to take the ball off of them, and it's another chance at goal and it's saved by the keeper. But it's just going to be one of them days today that it doesn't matter what we do, we're not winning the game. Right, corner made, good collection there from Iverson, can roll the ball straight out. Justin has only just came on the field, and if he can use his pace and his newly found stamina, can he get himself into the box? He can, but I don't think he's going to get too much of a chance out of this. Can he get a second attempt? No. And it's straight at the wall in the end, but Ndidi has got the ball anyway. We can play it off back to Maddison with probably what will be our last attack of the game. If we can do anything with it, we'll play it off to Hall, who can find a man on the inside. I was trying to find Iheanacho with a first pass, but he's got it anyway, takes the shot, and it's saved by the keeper. Right, Dewsbury Hall, the man in the centre with the ball, gives it inside to Iheanacho, tries to turn his man and can't do so. It's with Maddison now, plays the ball back. Ricardo Pereira finds a cross into the centre, and Perez gets the header, but he cannot put it past the keeper. Another Maddison corner, whipped into the area. Again a dangerous one, and again for the third time today, cleared off the line. And that's how the game ends. How has that happened? 3 times today we had a header cleared off the line. 3 times. And the amount of headers, good headers and good shots we had today, just could not find the back of the net. And somehow we've lost the game against Forest. And that shows how much we dominated this game. Look at that, 17 shots at goal. And most of them I think were on target. And we just could not beat Henderson today. And here we go, boys, post-match interview. I can't believe that that's happened, but do you think the scoreline was a fair reflection of the game? They took the chances, we didn't, I guess, but we battered them, and there was no option of me saying that. So we'll go with that. That wasn't the result we expected. What happened? we will put things right. I don't know what to say at this point, because when we ain't beating the sides that we're going to be fighting relegation with at this point, then what's the point? Why weren't your team able to make more of an impact in the second half? We just didn't take our chances, and that was throughout the whole entire game. Henderson had one hell of a game. Right then, boys, going into our second and final game of today's episode. Patson Daka, getting all eyes on him for scoring 3 goals in his last 3 games. Let's hope he can carry on that scoring streak today and get himself a goal back at the King Power, where we have ourselves the game against Fulham. Let's hope for a better result today. Come on. That is nicely done from Maddison, though. Nice little turn of pace, and he's beating his man. Kurza was probably going to have a bit more pace than him, though. So we'll lay it off to Daka now, who we know has pace, and he's beaten 2 men there to get himself into a decent position. Surely, how has that not ended up in the back of the net? It's with Harris trying to come forward to Chalobah, over the top now to Daniel James, who we know has pace and just everything that you need in a winger, and he's through into the box. So Yunchu does well, and that is a goal kick. Low and straight, low and straight. We're going to just try and bend it into that far corner, or not, but we can work something, and that nearly worked out. I was trying to work something out there. It didn't let me do it in time, but yeah, Iheanacho nearly bagged that one. Oh, that was phase. I didn't even realise. Right, ball to Ndidi now, as we'll try and do something with it, and it's not happening for us. It's Harris now to Mitrovic. It's been spread out to Solomon. Don't know why Pereira's been able to let Solomon pass there, but he has, and he's took the shot, but it's wide of the post. Who can keep the ball just at the moment. Daka trying to find a ball through to Thomas, and it's a beautiful pass in the end. Can cut it back here, dinks it into the centre, and Ndidi off the bar. Maddison puts the ball wide. How are we having so many chances at goal and not putting it in the back of the net at the minute? I don't have a clue, but that is half time. We're at 0-0. But we should be far and away in the lead at the minute. We're just not putting the ball in the back of the net. And the ball has been thrown out wide. Pratt is the man trying to do his business. It's a good interception-ish by Thomas. They're probably going to find the ball around the back here, but that was nicely done. Thomas has not really been able to deal with Dan James in this game so far, but Soyuncu trying to get his defensive plays in, and a header at goal is a good interception, shall I say, from Thomas, but unfortunately not the pass from Daka that we needed. But now James is going to be through. Good challenge by Soyuncu. As I say that, he still managed to get the ball back, and Mitrovic with a good effort, but a good save again by the keeper. Right, Solomon to get the ball into the box. Good clearance from Daka. Not able to find anything at the moment, though. As I say that, into the box, a good save by Iverson. And Pereira now needs to try and carry the ball away a little bit. And he's done exactly that. Turn of pace there from Pereira. Gets himself free of his man. But Maddison stopped making the run and then absolutely messed us up because of it. Kurzawa now coming forward. FaZe should have been acting a lot quicker there. And luckily, a ball away from Soyuncu. As I say that, back into the box and back into the back of the net. And after a dominant first half, we've still ended up going behind. 64 minutes in, it's Chalobah who has put Fulham into the lead, and it doesn't matter what we do at the minute, it is just not working for us. The amount of chances we had in that first half that we just couldn't find the back of the net with, and that one finds itself in the back of the net. Don't know what to do at this point. It's now with Solomon again. Good interception by Maddison, who does a bit of a flare pass in the middle. Not really what I wanted to do, but Pereira now on it, can whip a ball in. It's a dangerous cross, and again, Daka can't find the header into the back of the net. And Soyuncu does well to keep up with his man and get the challenge in, and we'll play this off to Pratt now. Probably his last involvement in this game if Daka wants to make a run through the centre. He didn't, but Iheanacho has got the ball, and now he's found the ball to Daka, who finds the back of the net, and for the 4th game running he has found the back of the net, and it's drawn us back level again. And honestly, the only man that will put the ball in the back of the net at the minute is Daka, and I don't know what we'd be doing without him at the minute, because no one else is finding the back of the net. And luckily, somehow, some way, we're back on level terms, because we really should have been in the lead in the first half. We just are struggling to find goals at the minute. But that is a very, very nice finish there from Daka. Well done to him. That is full time, boys. We've only managed to somehow, for a second game running where we've absolutely dominated, only get a point. And I don't know what more I can do. I really don't, because like I say, we're getting the chances, putting in some decent efforts. It's just not finding the back of the net. Daka having 4 shots at goal. Like I say, he's having some really good headers at goal, and they're just not finding the back of the net. Our corners have been excellent, just not finding the back of the net. I really don't know what more to do. And post-match interview again. Let's see what they've got to say. Were you grateful to scrape a draw? No, because we deserve more than the draw. That's the thing. We deserve more than the draw from the start. It was just one attack that they get. It seems to get in every game at the minute, that someone gets one attack and they put it in the back of the net. But there wasn't much between the teams today. What did you make of the result? The players keep giving me everything. They really do. They keep giving me everything. They're just not managing to find that clinical touch. But there was just no way past Kurzawa today. He played well, but I wouldn't say he was outrageous. But yeah. Right then, boys, so that is where we're going to cap off today's episode. As you can see here, now sat in 19th, really struggling so far this season. Notts Forest are now out of the relegation zone, which we don't want to talk about. A couple of our players have started coming back into the squad now. Castagna, we've just had a message about him coming back. Also, Barnes and Vardy both having a little bit of a thing as well to say they should be coming back soon. We're just waiting on Tillemans, even though he was the first man to get injured. I'm pretty sure. Where we're not going to have him still, and also Johnny Evans as well. But yeah, a couple of the lads starting to come back into fitness now, so I'm happy about that. In the next episode, we will have a game, as you've seen there, against Crystal Palace, and then a second one against Liverpool. And then after that, it's the start of the transfer window, boys, which is where we get our chance to spend that 106... where we get the chance to spend that 76 million. How have we spent 45 million so far this summer? This season? I don't get that. But yeah, we have ourselves a current budget of 75 million. So yeah, looking good for us to be getting something very, very tasty in the transfer window. Don't know what all them players are there for, because I haven't actually scouted any of them, but we'll move. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please do leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I'll catch you in the next episode, boys. Peace.
Rise up from the ashes, wings on my back, stay lit like a matchstick. We ain't coming back, I swear. Just let go and see what happens. Gotta let go to see the magic happen. They got us a quick change, so we like them in phase. I just bought a new watch, time to make my wrist ring. The zero gravity keeps elevating me.